We have all seen and heard the jokes and probably made them ourselves about the Nintendo 64 controller. The fact that, how do you hold this thing if you don't have three hands? Nah. I actually think this is a really good controller, and I'm going to work on an upcoming video talking about controllers that I think this is better than. But it's one of those things, it is a creature of its era. It's got, you know, the first analog stick ever, but it wears out really easily. It's not the most ergonomic when you think about it, although if you really think about it, this kind of got us to the Wii Remote Nunchuck in a lot of different ways. It's kind of like an evolved Super Nintendo controller, just with 6 versus 4 face buttons. These are comfortable. It had rumble that you could add onto it. It had the built-in memory pack. But over time, there have been better ways to make a controller. And that is where our friends over at Retro Fighters came in. This is the original Brawler 64, and it took that controller, reimagined it, and gave it a new modern look and feel. And this, even over the years, we've seen a number of different evolutions too. We've seen the wireless version, we've seen the 2.4 gigahertz, we've seen a lot of different versions with the fantastic colors as well. They are back with yet another new version of the Brawler 64, but this, they took a clean sheet design. This is the Brawler 64 Pro series. Let's go ahead and take a look at it because it just launched today on Kickstarter. It's something I'm really excited about, and if you're a fan of the N64, I think you're going to be excited too. Let's take a look at the sizzle video. So taking a look at the face of the controller, you can see it is a completely fresh and new design. It'll work on the N64, the Switch, and the Switch 2, which is great. It'll also work on PC, which is really awesome. 2.4 gigahertz wireless for its communication. It does also have your L and R and ZL and ZR sort of buttons on the back of it. 1000 hertz polling rate, back button for macros and everything, a precise D-pad which looks completely redesigned, Hall effect analog stick, and upgradable hardware through the USB port that's on here. It has built-in rumble, which has been something people have been asking about, and swappable faceplates too, which are really cool looking, so you can have this two-tone sort of look right out of the box, as it were, with the Pro version of the Brawler 64. Now, like I mentioned, this is on Kickstarter initially. So introducing the Brawler 64, they've listened to years of feedback, are now ready to deliver once more. The incredible nostalgic charm of primary color face buttons now meets the precision and comfort of a modern wireless gamepad. So again, 2.4 gigahertz. So I know a lot of people feel that Bluetooth has a little bit more latency built into it. I've never noticed a difference. I like Bluetooth because I can pair it directly to a system like the Switch or the Switch 2 without a dongle. This is 2.4 gigahertz. Hall effect analog sticks on here too, so you're going to get longevity, you're going to get precision, long life, no drift with these. You do also have those back buttons like I mentioned too. It also has an 8-way notched gate, which really goes ahead and gives you that precision that players are looking for. I know on that sort of thing, it is a player preference. I don't mind not having like an octagon gate or anything like that, just as long as it's smooth, but I know there are people that do prefer this on this particular controller. 30-foot range wirelessly, which is going to be beautiful on here too. And the D-pad, one of the cool things is it's got the, and I can never pronounce this right, Kailh, K-A-I-L-H, buttons underneath the D-pad, so that should be the best performing D-pad that they've ever had. Out of the box, you're going to get the Brawler 64 Pro itself, your retro receiver, a USB receiver as well, so that's where the PC gameplay comes in, Switch, Switch 2, stuff like that. I wonder if it would play like on a Super NES Classic. I don't know. We'll have to check it out. Braided USB-C charging cable, which is going to be nice. I love their cables. They're just wonderful. And then a quick start guide is also going to come in there as well. Now, as far as rumble card or rumble pack or memory card or anything like that, the memory card's going to fit right into the receiver on the system itself. If you're playing on a Switch or a Switch 2, you don't need that. It'll store right on the system. But it also has the ability to rumble now right into the controller, whereas with the Brawler 64, the original one, you still had to use the rumble pack. On later controllers, they did add rumble into it, but it was an optional feature later on down the road. So that's nice to see that they are upgrading that right out of the box. Now, there are a number of different tiers that'll be on here for backing level 2. So, the base tier is going to be for 20 bucks. You get a Brawler64 Pro t-shirt. Okay, no controller, but you get the t-shirt. I actually really like the way that looks. Now, for $63, you do get one Brawler64 gamepad itself with the color of your choice. It's normally going to be $69.99, so it is $7 off, basically, when you go ahead and do the early backer over on Kickstarter. If you want to get 2 of them, 126 bucks. I'll get you set up with 2 of them, and again, you can pick and choose your colors that you have on there. 189 gets you 3, and then if you're looking for a 4-pack, you can do that for $252, a 10% savings for being an early backer. This is going to be available in a number of different colors as well. So they're going to have classic gray, watermelon, extreme green, turquoise, atomic purple, and the smoke black. I am personally looking forward to that smoke black. I think that's going to be sexy looking. Although even having that red is going to be really nice too. How about gold, man? I've got a gold import Japanese N64, Robert, and I saw you playing the Japanese version of Mario Kart 64, so I know you got love for imports on there. Let's go ahead and make that happen at some point in time here too. The faceplates themselves, it's basically just a magnetic system that you snap those in and out is the way it looks, and there's a number of different colors, and you can mix and match, so you can have a white and red, or red and black, or black and green, or whatever you want to have on there. So I'm really looking forward to that, just to have that customization. Compatibility wise, you're looking N64 via the 2.4 gigahertz connector, just the regular adapter like what we've had in the past. On Windows PC, it'll be either via USB, so you can do a direct USB connection to a Windows PC, or a wired connection or a wireless connection using that dongle too. Same thing with Steam Deck and the Switch 2, Mister, if you are into FPGAs. That's another level of compatibility. You can go ahead and change the rumble functionality on here too. It actually has, if you hold down the red plus button, where you can have like a light vibration, a medium vibration, or a strong vibration. So all of these features, again, built right into this controller, something that wasn't available in earlier models or with the rumble pack. So that is neat to see. And it isn't just for original hardware. I mean, it's designed too to, like I mentioned, work with the Switch 2, Windows PCs, might even work on an Xbox. So there is that to keep in mind. So when are we looking to be able to get these? So looking at their schedule, September 2025, when we're posting this right now, that's when the Kickstarter launches, and in October 2025, so about 4 to 6 weeks, they're going to wrap up the Kickstarter. November, they're going to go and do their production material procurement. January of 2026, estimated mass production kickoff, and April 2026, that's when you can expect to start seeing these in your hands. Now, they try to meet these dates the best that they can. They don't always get them. I'll say they often do miss them. They are optimistic a lot of times, but it's also one of those things that I would say probably the first half of 2026 is a lock. Early second quarter in April is, first month of Q2 in 2026. They're going to have to really get things done to get this on time. I have faith in them that they could do this. What about getting a specific game-themed version of this, like a Rygar theme? No, because Rygar was never on the N64 and it was a terrible game. But as of right now, the main things that they're doing is, the different funding goals that they have is if they hit $50,000, they're going to get a free faceplate included in a solid color. Now, if they hit $200,000, that's where the gold is going to come into play. And actually, that looks really, really sharp. I like that. And this is something that it's not just going to be Kickstarter. Kickstarter is going to be for those who want to get in on the leading edge and, get their name in manuals and things along those lines. They really want to go ahead and support this project. This will be coming to places like CastlemaniaGames.com in the future. They're just not looped in right now on the pre-production side with the Kickstarter. So stay tuned at the Castle, because I'm sure Ryan will have information there to get you on this. I'm excited about this. This is one of those things that I am really, I've been a longtime fan of the Brawler64. This was actually my introduction to their whole line of controllers, even though they had the jab pad before this. I do have one now. This was my gateway drug, as it were, and the first one wasn't perfect. It was really, really good, though, and there are other controllers that they've designed for the PlayStation, for the GameCube, for the Xbox, and more. They just have shown a propensity to think inside and outside the box. You know, they've looked and see what they've been able to make the original, which, like I say, I don't mind this, but I know many people do. What can they do to make this or other controllers better? I will have a link down below to the Kickstarter if you want to go ahead and check it out. And if you want to check out some of the other videos we've done on Retro Fighters, I'll have a link here to our Retro Fighters playlist. I love their stuff. I think you will too, and I think you'll definitely find something video-wise here that you'll love to see as well.